Hello students, today's topic is magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. We have to remember one of the postulates of Bohr's atom model, that is angular orbital momentum is L is equal to nh by 2 pi. L is also equal to mvr. These two are the formulas that we will be using in the coming derivation. And we have also learnt about current. Current is nothing but rate of flow of free electrons. Okay, so keeping these in mind, we have to derive an expression for magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron in a hydrogen atom, and hence we have to deduce Bohr magneton. So let us consider a nucleus having Ze as the charge. Around it we have an electron with radius r. It is revolving around the nucleus. Okay, at the point where you can see into mark there, okay, we'll have to find out what is the magnetic dipole moment, which is given as mu L. For our derivation, as I told you, we are considering hydrogen atom. Then we will be considering a negatively charged electron revolving around a positively charged nucleus. The uniform circular motion of the electron gives rise to current. I hope this is clear to you. We have considered electron to be revolving around the nucleus, making a radius r. So we are just putting it down here. Let E be the charge revolving around the nucleus, making a radius of r around it, moving with orbital speed v and taking time capital T. Now, electron when it moves, we told it gives rise to current. So current is defined as charge per unit time, and that is how it is written in the formula. An electron undergoes uniform circular motion around the nucleus, giving rise to a current. Current is nothing but charge per unit time. The charge that we have considered here is your electron, so it is electron divided by time. Okay, so that is the diagram that we saw previously. Now we have to remember this as well. We know the formula for velocity. Velocity is distance by time. Therefore, time becomes distance by velocity. You are just rearranging the terms. Here, since electron is revolving and making a circular path, the distance traveled by the electron is the circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. So we have the time period as distance traveled by velocity. Distance traveled is the circumference of the circle, so it is 2 pi r divided by velocity. Now we will substitute this equation in equation 1, that is current equation. Current is nothing but E divided by T. So we will substitute that, and when we substitute, we will get current equation as EV divided by 2 pi r. Magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is nothing but current into area. Okay, this we have studied in the previous concept where we have learnt torque. Okay, magnetic moment is given as I into A. I is nothing but EV divided by 2 pi r from the above equation. Area of a circle, since electron is revolving in a circular path, area of a circle is given as pi r square. So what will cancel? Pi will cancel. One of the r's in the numerator will remain, the other will cancel. So you have magnetic moment is equal to EVR divided by 2. To this equation, we will multiply and divide by mass of an electron. When we do that, we will just combine the terms. Okay, mass of the electron in the numerator and the denominator. So we'll have MeVRe in the numerator In the denominator, we'll have divided by 2me. So if you group them, you can write this equation in terms of orbital angular momentum. We know that MEVR can be written as orbital angular momentum from our Bohr's atom model. So mu L becomes EL divided by 2me. Now, if I write this in vector form, I will have a negative sign there telling that L, that is our angular momentum, and magnetic moment mu L will be in opposite direction. Okay, so negative sign indicates that angular momentum of the electron is opposite to the direction of magnetic moment. Now, if I take the ratio of magnetic moment and angular momentum, I will get mu L divided by L is equal to E by 2me. If I substitute the value of E is nothing but charge of an electron. So charge is nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, okay, divided by 2me. me is mass of electron. So mass of electron is 9 into 10 power minus 31. If I take the ratio and calculate, I will be getting it as 8.8 into 10 power 10 coulomb per kg. This is called as gyromagnetic ratio. So this value you have to remember, or if you remember what is the value of E and what is the value of me, you will automatically get the value of gyromagnetic ratio. So gyromagnetic ratio is the ratio of magnetic moment over angular momentum. It is a constant value given by 8.8 into 10 power 10 coulomb per kg. Okay, so till here is 1/2 of the answer. Sometimes they will ask you to derive only till here, that is gyromagnetic ratio. So you will stop at this level. If they are asking you in the question, like we had seen earlier, to find Bohr magneton, then you will have to continue the derivation. Now let us find out what the value of Bohr magneton can be. So for that we will consider Bohr's atom model's angular momentum as usual. L is equal to NH by 2 pi. Here we will have to find out for hydrogen atom. So what we will be considering is N is equal to 1. Okay, so you have discrete values for N equal to 1, N equal to 2, N equal to 3. So we will be taking the condition for Bohr's quantization condition for a hydrogen atom. What will happen? Elementary dipole moment is obtained by substituting N is equal to 1. What will happen if N is equal to 1? We have to check. For the equation mu L, okay, we'll have EL divided by 2me. Instead of L, we will be substituting NH by 2 pi. After which we will take the minimum condition where N is equal to 1. If N is equal to 1, our magnetic dipole moment mu L is equal to EH divided by 4 pi me. In this equation, all the values are known. You know the value of E, you know the value of H, you know what is 4 pi, you know what is me. So you will just substitute the values. E is equal to 1.6 10 power minus 19. H is your Planck's constant, 6.625 10 power minus 34, divided by 4 pi into me. me is 9.1 10 power minus 31. If you solve this, you will get a value. This value is 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 ampere meter square. This is the value for Bohr magneton. Okay, so if they are giving you for 2 marks, you will only write this much. Not everything, just write L is equal to NH by 2 pi. Then you will write mu L is equal to EL by 2me. then substitute L value there, then continue. This is only for 2 marks. If they are asking you to find out magnetic moment of electron and then they'll ask you to find out Bohr magneton, you will do the complete derivation. Is that understood, girls? Hope you have understood. Keeping electron spin in mind, we have to remember that there is also a spin magnetic moment given to an electron. If any charge moving in a circular path has orbital magnetic moment, if the charge has spin about its axis, it will also have a spin magnetic moment. And it was found that the spin magnetic moment of an electron is same as your magnetic moment for the minimum value, that is your Bohr magneton. So that was the derivation for gyromagnetic ratio and Bohr magneton. Thank you, students.